Hey, I'm Father Roderick, and I am so excited because it looks like we've gotten an early Christmas gift. The trailer for Fantastic Beasts 3, The Secrets of Dumbledore is here. And oh my gosh, I've been waiting so long for another glimpse of this wonderful wizarding world in which I love to lose myself by reading the books and watching the movies. And I'm even more excited about this third movie in the Fantastic Beasts saga because in the past, with the Harry Potter movies, we kind of already knew what was coming because the books were there. So there was already a blueprint for what the story would be like. But with this story, we have no idea. And there's been so much time between the last movie and this one. So much has happened. Probably in the wizarding world, but also definitely in our real world. We've had COVID, but also when it comes to the wizarding world, there has been so much that happened. The departure of Johnny Depp, some of the controversy around J.K. Rowling, lots and lots and lots of things. And in the meantime, the only thing that I care about is the story. I want to see more of what happens to our characters, what happens to the people that we love, to the Fantastic Beasts. And now it is time. So I'm going to give you my first reaction to this. I hope I won't scream too much because, golly, I'm excited. Oh, of course, I need to conjure up the video. Let's see. I've got my wand here. What's the spell again? I think it's Accio. There you go. It worked. Sorry, that was lame. Here we go.
If you listen carefully enough, the past
Old Dumbledore and young Dumbledore.
We're here to see Albus Dumbledore.
Hogsmeade.
That would be my brother.
Oh, cool.
The world as we know it is coming undone. Grindelwald is pulling it apart with hate.
Matt Nicholson.
If we're to defeat him, you'll have to trust me.
Ooh. A forest. Next year.
This is the team that's going to take down the most dangerous wizard in over a century. A magizoologist, his indispensable assistant.
Ooh,
Wizard
that looks
descended
nice.
from a very old family, a school teacher, and
Oh, that's a cool train, by the way.
Why should I give you something? Are you kidding me right now?
who wouldn't like our chances?
No, Kowalski gets a wand? Oh! Oh! Oh, cool.
Off to save the world, Owen.
I love that we see the brothers again.
Things are not quite what they appear.
Ooh. Oh, no.
Swivel, but delicately.
I'm swiveling like you're swiveling.
Oh, that's scary. Uh-oh. Is that the Queen Mother, like in Aliens? The War of Worlds. Oh, is that Kowalski again with a wand? It starts with the secret. Ooh.
Begins today!
Oh, wow.
What is this place?
The room we require.
Is that a room of requirement? Oh, wow. Oh, look at that.
Correct. 3 points to Hufflepuff.
Hufflepuff. The Secrets of Dumbledore. Oh, Hedwig's theme.
Can I?
Very dangerous. If it got in the wrong hands, mess you up.
Where did you get it?
I got it for Christmas.
I love it. Oh my gosh. How cool was that? How amazing was that? That felt so much like what the wizarding world is supposed to feel like. I love this. I love the visuals. It's like a reunion with our old friends. A continuation of the story, of course. I also love that there are references to the existing Harry Potter story, of course, with Dumbledore and his brother. That becomes vital. And of course, we have to go to Hogsmeade, because apparently he was already working there, his brother, that is. And then, well, I was a little bit too excited to follow what the trailer was going to try to tell us in terms of story, but definitely good to see that Matt Mikkelsen stepped into this new role. That must be very hard to follow up on, a role that has been defined by another actor, and then also someone who left with so much controversy, and then still to kind of, try to make that role his own. I am not sure if they're going to explain the visual change, but why not? It's the Wizarding World, They can probably use spells to change appearance if there is a reason for that. But maybe they'll not do that. After all, we've seen some actor changes in the Harry Potter saga, and they never mentioned anything. They didn't try to explain it away that Dumbledore all of a sudden was different and had a different voice and different demeanor. So what I hope is that, because it's such an essential role, of course, Grindelwald, it's part of the drama of this saga, that Matt Mikkelsen will just make it his own. He definitely has that menace. He has that cold-bloodedness that I don't know, that there's a threat because it's underplayed, just like Voldemort. It's when he doesn't scream, when he's kind of withholding himself. That's when these creatures become even more creepy. I love to see some of the animals, some of the creatures, the magical creatures in there. There was this dragon. There is, of course, the little walking, plant. I forgot his name. I'm sorry. And what else did we see? Well, we did see at the beginning the snitch, which now makes me wonder, is the snitch actually a creature? Is it a fantastic creature? I always thought it was just a physical object that had been enchanted, but maybe that's also a fantastic beast in a certain way. That would be an interesting spin. We also saw a number of worlds. The thing that strikes me is that the overall color palette is even more drab. They used a lot of color correction or color processing to give it this brownish, old-fashioned hue. Now, the previous two Fantastic Beasts movies also had that, but for me, that's always a bit controversial because what I love about the Wizarding World is the colorfulness of it. It is this wonderful world, and in this, if I recall correctly, in the previous Fantastic Beasts movie, there were actually scenes that were very colorful. But I just wish that they would just up the color palette a little bit. But that's maybe just me. Like, what I love about the first two Harry Potter movies, the oldest ones, is how colorful they were. And I kind of miss that when I see, like, the Great Hall in Hogwarts. That's supposed to be a happy place. So why do you tone down all those colors? That's just me. Another thing that struck me was that some of the special effects looked unfinished, which is totally normal. After all, this movie is going to be in theaters only in April, so they have still some time to tweak, and a trailer like this is, of course, being made even before that we get to see it. And on a special effects heavy movie like this, obviously they will be working around the clock until the very last moment to try to improve the special effects. But it did have a lot of this CGI vibe, a lot of the backgrounds and like even the first shot that we get of Hogwarts Castle, there was something off. I don't know what. It doesn't look real. We've seen better versions of Hogwarts, so I hope that this is just because they're still working on this. I noticed that most of the actors have not changed that much. I was a bit worried about Kowalski's character because the actor told the press a while ago, maybe it was last year, that he had lost a lot of weight. And so I was like, are we going to recognize him? He's going to be, maybe this very slim, skinny person. And I don't know, his character, after all, he's a baker. He's supposed to, enjoy food. And I'm very reassured that he still looks the same. And for me, he's always the highlight of these movies. He's my favorite character. And to see him with a wand, Was it in the first or in the second movie that he said, "Oh, I would like to be a wizard as well"? Is that an option? Is he really a muggle, or maybe he does have some magical genes? I'm curious where they go with this, or maybe it'll just be this running gag that he is actually a muggle, but very sympathetic to the magical world. So maybe, the wand will just have a mind of its own. I don't know what they're gonna do, but it's definitely something. If they show it here in the trailer, it's gonna be this recurring thing. I also love the interaction with the kids at Hogwarts in the main hall. That is like, oh, we're back. I so miss Hogwarts, and seeing it in the last movie, even if it was just from the outside and just very, very briefly, Hogwarts is, for me, that is the quintessential place where Harry Potter, where the stories of the wizarding world should take place. So being back in the Great Hall is wonderful. Seeing Hogsmeade back, even though it looked a lot more medieval than the kind of wintry, Christmassy Hogsmeade that we know from the movies, and of course also from the theme parks, Universal theme parks. I had the joy and the pleasure and the privilege to go to Universal Studios in Florida once, and it was unforgettable. This was in the early years when they had first built the castle, and a lot of the theme park has been expanded tremendously. So I cannot wait to go back there. If we could get rid of this pandemic with some magical spell, how wonderful would that be? But I have such good memories of walking around in Hogsmeade, because basically the theme park is based on Hogsmeade, and so every time I see Hogsmeade, I'm just like, oh, I know that place. I've been there. I had a butterbeer there, and oh my gosh, I didn't see any butterbeer in this trailer, but oh, it has a bit of a Christmassy vibe. Even in the joke that Kowalski makes, he mentions a Christmas gift. So I don't know if they selected that phrase just for the trailer, but oh, if only we could see this movie already at Christmas. Instead, we have to wait until April. But still, April is early enough. It would be weird to see a movie where everything is taking place in the winter and there's a lot of snow, to watch that in the summer. But, oh well. I guess that's also part of the problems of the pandemic. Everything has been postponed. This movie, I think, was planned to be released much earlier. And because of COVID, also probably, I'm thinking, because of the controversy that we've had around Johnny Depp and about J.K. Rowling, maybe that all was part of the reasoning for, let's just give the fans some rest. Let's postpone this movie, work on it, make sure that it is a good movie that everybody's going to love, because the second movie wasn't as successful as they hoped it would be. It was still a big movie. It was still a box office success, but not on the level of the previous movies. So maybe all that is a part of the reason that we are only going to see this movie in April. However, I was kind of a little bit surprised. I thought that we would get to see this movie much later in the year. So April, that's only, 4.5 months from now. My birthday is in April, so how cool would that be if could be a birthday present to go see that movie? I am super stoked. Let me know what you think. Are there details that I've missed? I'm pretty sure, because I've only seen this trailer once. I'm going to see it a ton of times after this. And of course, now I want to go back to the other two Fantastic Beasts movies and go rewatch them. And then, I don't know, analyze this trailer to bits. This is just a teaser trailer, apparently. So we're going to get bigger trailers in the months to come. But let me know what you think. If you are excited or not, if you have doubts or theories, or the comment section, that's where you want to be. If you like this video, you want to see more of my reaction videos, because there's a lot of cool stuff to react to lately. Make sure to subscribe to this channel, give this video a like, leave a comment. I'm sure to be around in the comments section to continue the conversation. Thanks for watching. I'm Father Roderick signing off, and talk to you later.